Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this case, not so much, well, it is about the Crew, which is the main game that I feature on my channel, but it's also a bit of a different video in that way, a few more personal notes and thoughts and such. First of all, the YouTube channel. So first things first, I want to say thank you to all the people that have subscribed to my channel, and thank you to all the people that have liked or even disliked videos of me. From video 1 that I posted on the channel until the latest one, I never asked or begged, as some are doing out there, to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I never did that for the simple reason I thought, well, people want to see it, they will subscribe out of their own will, as they did. Almost 470 now subscribers, more than 100,000 views on the channel. So just for that by itself already, thank you. Now the game itself, the Crew, is the main feature that I sorta post about. How did it all started? Well, I played Need for Speed World at the time on a pretty old PC, even with onboard video. Didn't even have a video card at the time, which was not a big of a problem because, well, Need for Speed World you could play on a potato, figure of speech. And then the servers went down in somewhere July 2015, so I decided to build myself a new PC to play a bit newer games. Nothing fancy, just 1300 euros PC, which some might call a budget gaming PC. i5 processor, GTX 960, 16 gigabytes of RAM, SSD, a couple of hard disks, of course the necessary power supply and case and all that. Where did I get all that? Because I wasn't that familiar with building it all, but nevertheless. Gary Holzman is a person that I sort of found out about, and he is a computer tech vet, as it's called, and he has all kind of videos, some funny ones and some such. But he also, well, basically he builds PCs, gaming PCs, most of the time, and he has customers, and when the customers agree on it, then he films the process of their video, sorta creating their video, meaning that he's building their PC from start to finish. Pretty some videos are a bit slower, some videos are a bit faster, but there are videos out there. Even if you don't know how to start to build a computer, you can find it there, because he goes from step 1 to the latest step, and step by step, zoomed in, good camera footage. If you watch a few of his videos, I can assure you, you get confident enough to build your own PC, which is in the end the idea of him. That's why I started the channel. I will put the link in the description for those interested of this video, which I will also put back to my channel. Thank you very much. Where do I get the information that I sometimes post about this game? Well, pretty simple. On sites and forums and such, because, well, after playing Need for Speed World, I well, suddenly there was no game to play anymore, because it was mainly the game that I was playing every day. And so I had, after building my own PC, I bought Dirt Rally in early access, and that means that if you go to my playlist, you will see some footage from Dirt Rally. I have a There you are. Dirt Rally random videos. I have a bit of career play there that I've done as well. From early access, so that means that the game was still in process of... officially it wasn't released yet, so we were getting... At first we were having 2 rallies, and then later they updated it every month or so with some stuff. And then eventually, later on in the year, in December or something, they officially released the game. So the game is sort of developed in association with the community, which is always a good thing. I also bought a few older games, Need for Speed Shift, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, Most Wanted 2012. I also have 50 videos or so about that, but yeah, that's all old news for those who played it. Nothing new there, finding the jackpots and stuff like that. And then eventually I found out about the Crew. Well, I already knew about the Crew, but I wasn't interested in the base game that much, seeing I'm a kind of a competitive player. So, but then they brought out December 2015. They came out with the Wild Run. Not that interested in the drag or the drift for that matter, but I was interested in as a competitive player in the Summit, and that's what sort of triggered it for me to make the game interesting for me. So I bought it in January, something like that, January 2016, February maybe, and I started playing the game. 8 months later, yeah, I'm running my own YouTube channel about the game and posting videos and kinda know the game inside out, have all the cars which are available in the game and so on. So most of the videos kinda go about that. I created a few time attacks myself. You can find those in RMD time attacks. I made some rankings at the time, but those are now with the new level 60 and 1497 cars. Those rankings probably will be not worth much anymore. That's why I did a video about ranking the drag cars, but yeah, I have now a new video, the big drag test, 1299 versus 1497 cars, and for those who saw it, surprisingly the 1299 cars are 1 or 2 tenths faster in general, with one exception being the Skyline, who seems to be a little bit faster at 1497. So that is for the channel itself. Just wanted to say thank you to all those that subscribed and liked videos occasionally. You also have some salty people. Sometimes I post a video, 30-40 minute video. It's up there for 10-15 seconds and I already have a dislike. I kinda have an idea who that is. It's just being a salty person and keep disliking every video that I post. There are some videos out there where I have a dislike on every video, so that's always that same guy. Where do I get the information? Mainly, well, you have the Crew forums, for instance. Forums, ub.com/4 and so on. So I will post also a link to the forums for those who don't know where to find that thing. So you can find there some general discussion, some game experience. You can find some players' opinions more likely than anything else. And occasionally a moderator answers it if you're lucky. Doesn't mean that they do anything with it, but well, nevertheless. What else do we have here? Reddit with a specific, it's sort of a discussion site, and well, this is specifically for the Crew, of course. And you can also find some discussions going on there. Of course you have the official site itself, the Crew Calling All Unit. I have it on the Summit calendar now, but the homepage, if it wants to load, so there it is. This one is in Dutch, but the official page is in English. But it also has a German and a Dutch, but those are most of the time translated versions of the official English page. You can, if you want to get the fastest news, normally, well, officially it should be on the English one, but very often it's on the German one, but nevertheless. So the official site, Reddit, the forums, and also, of course, Facebook, the Crew Social, which is a Facebook group of 12,800 members at the moment. Basically, it are players like you and me who play the game, and things can be discussed there. And all the things that you find, what people find on the forums, on the Reddit, on the official site, on the Twitter account, on the you name it, it usually gets discussed in this group. So if you want to get all the news sorted together, this is not a bad group to go for. Other than that, not that much to point out at this moment. I'm not so sure. With the holidays, of course, activity will be a bit less. I'm suppose that for everybody in game, as well as those that have a YouTube channel to record and post things, might be a bit less during the weekends. But Game-wise, it doesn't make much of a difference for me in that way. I'm in Europe and I'm a Nighthawk, I always play at night. So I start playing around 10-11 p.m. till 6-7 a.m. That doesn't mean that I'm always in the game, but on and off doing stuff, recording videos or just playing for a few hours. When there is a summit qualifier, we just play for a few hours. And the next days I try to improve my times, make some videos about it, and then often go out of the game to record the voice or to upload it or to post it and things like that. So, but what I am not around, for instance, is on Thursdays afternoons, which is when the second qualifier of the week starts for the summit, and yeah, that makes it also a bit harder to find a team, because when I come online during the evening or 9-10 p.m. at night, usually the regular players that I normally team up with, they are kind of done with the summit already, so which makes it a bit harder to find a good team or to get some good times, of course. Nevertheless, you can make it happen. The crew itself, friends list, I've been cleaning it out. The reason I did that is pretty simple. I always kept it under 80 friends for the simple reason, if you go over that, you might have some issues in PvP. So it's better to keep your friends list a bit smaller, with my opinion at least, with players that actually play the game, than just accept some random players who you can send on faction missions or anything. They might make you some money, but other than that, not that much. So I cleaned them out in that way that the crew calling all units is now running for 3-4 weeks, which means that everybody should be level 51, 52, 53, or even level 60 already. So all the people that were still level 50, to me that meant that they are not regularly playing the game, or even not playing it anymore. So I threw them all off my friends list, give or take a few, of which I know the reason why they are still at level 50. I have a few friends, computer crashed, other people played so many hours that they were needed to take a break from the game, but those are still on my friends list. So that narrowed it down to about 25-30 people now on my friends list, and that seems to work pretty fine. Although in the last couple of days not that many are online. So I will see once the holidays are over, mid-January or something, what's going on. If not, I will accept new friend requests again, on one condition, that at least they tell me who they are. Sometimes you get 4 or 5 random friends requests a day and you have no clue who they are. They might be next to you, and all they do is they either they crash into you, or they start blowing their horn like crazy, instead of using simply the chat box for a simple hello and say who they are or something like that. No, chat box is not used, they rather ram you instead. Well, and then they send a friend request. I have no idea who thinks like that, but well, I certainly don't, so that's an immediate decline. Other than that, I will post a few links, as I mentioned, the social page for Facebook, the forums, for those who don't know it yet, where to find it, the crew on Reddit, and so on. I will post a few links in the description of this video. Just a video to say thank you for the subscriptions and all that, and I will say happy holidays, and let's hope that the game keeps running in 2017. The latest updates, well, if you read in between the lines, I'm starting to think they are slightly killing the summit by bringing existing vehicles, which was sorta, it was only one new car every 2 months that we got, but yeah, it gave something to fight for as a competitive player. And now they come up with this alliance that they're going to bring existing cars, so it seems to me, I don't know. Been thinking about it, do they have a problem with devs? Apparently there are some vacatures, as they call it, open for new jobs, so maybe they are a few people short, or they are just willingly letting the game die out by bringing as much cars as possible to the new players, so that everybody can drive all cars, which usually is not a good thing. I've seen that happen in Need for Speed World, and a few months later the servers were down. So I hope that's not the case here. Of course, in my opinion, they missed the ball with calling all units. That was an unfinished product, that they had to push out and release, but it wasn't ready. It's full of bugs. The content is not that great. It's definitely not worth the $25 they wanted for it, which also probably is the reason why after 3 weeks of release it's already 30% off, both at Steam Christmas sales and also on Uplay. So instead of 25 it's now about $17.99 you have to pay. And even that is probably too much, because what you get is a few police cars, a few exclusive cars, and then you have the well, that's about it, because you have story missions which you can finish in about somewhere between 15 and 30 seconds, give or take 1 or 2, but all the others can be finished that fast, seeing you only have to bust someone. And the great missions, that is an overall thing. Even players who didn't buy it can all play that. So no, they completely missed the ball. They didn't bring, if you compare it with Wild Run, where they brought bikes, 3 new specs, the drag, the monster, the drift, you had the summit competition. Later on they brought free drive challenges where you can create your own races. That was all Wild Run content. If you compare it with Crew Calling All Units, well, you have a few cup cars, you have a few exclusive cars, and that's about it. Because they also brought great missions, but yeah, everybody can do the great missions, so those are not Calling All Units exclusive. So they completely missed the ball with that expansion, if you can call it an expansion, which was of course way overpriced if you look at it like that. The Wild Run was a way more interesting expansion than Calling All Units is. That is my personal opinion, and which is shared by many of the players. They could have been, well, they could have messed about, for instance, with the league system in PvP, which is, I mean, every single player, how bad of a driver he is, can get Platinum 1 with that system. That doesn't mean anything anymore. They should sort of make a ranking based on actual results compared to other Platinum drivers and such. Then you get a real ranking of who the good players are in this game. I'm definitely not the fastest driver. I might be one of the better players in the summit, because I can get good or decent results in all the events, and that sort of gives a good average, which makes it put you up there in the top of the ranking. But driving wise, already with a keyboard I'm a bit disadvantaged compared to someone playing with a gamepad or a wheel. So I'm definitely not the best driver, but I try to have some fun, and competitive aspect in me sometimes give me some good times and scores pushing out of it. Sorta, that's what it comes down to. Other than that, well, we'll see for the next day. It might be a bit less activity on the channel due to the time that I have needed to record videos and such. But we'll see. We'll see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.